Hi, welcome back. We're watching SCHMO again. This is episode 2 of season 2. We took a little break to watch some couples, doing cute couple things. So now we're back to Joe. And if you didn't see the video of the cute couple doing cute couple things, I don't know why. I do. It got copyrighted. But I did appeal it, which you don't need to know actually, but it should be there. If you don't see it, I'll put like a thing at the top or something at the end of the video so you can watch it, because I actually think it's pretty funny. Last episode, if you already know, you can skip this part, but last episode they got rid of the drunk girl, which she was my favorite, and I was like, what the fuck, that makes no sense. And so now we're gonna watch the first half of the second episode because, once again, the videos are long. Alright, let's start.
Previously on SCHMO 2, Ingrid Weiss and Tim Walsh arrived and started looking for love.
This is a trip.
And what did we get ourselves into?
And immediately, Ingrid got suspicious.
How did they find you?
What?
I'm like, oh my God, it's all over, the show is done.
Tim got to know the real Bryce.
I might just literally skip the first 3 minutes of this video because we already know this by now. So.
Intelligent woman in Ingrid.
And the speech sounded rehearsed.
Yeah, this is one of the things she's picking up on. It's not anybody's fault.
Two of you guys both had full-on speeches prepared.
She wasn't just sort of sitting on it. She was voicing it openly in front of Tim.
I thought I was on the Truman Show.
My gut right now is to get Tim out of it. I know. I know. We have big shit coming that is so unbelievable, and she's so all over us.
She suspects.
And we're on day 2, and I'm worried about 13 days.
We can interview her and ask her if she's feeling uncomfortable and she wants to leave the show. Can we reel her back in and make her think it's real?
I mean, I get the feeling with this girl with all the hypersensitivity that it's always something,
Let's just get rid of her.
I think we have Victor. The mistakes and the changes so far have been really tiny.
If we start rewriting the script now, we have the chance of really fucking up a much bigger problem tomorrow. Reel her back in to believability, which is what our job is in every moment of the show.
As Tim and Ingrid are locked in their bedroom sharing their daily thoughts, the actors sneak away and meet with the producers to plot out the day.
You're all being a little too guarded. I wouldn't just let her keep tossing those things out and playing.
I kind of think they're being a little dramatic. I feel like when you go on as a regular person, as one myself, if you go on a reality TV show, I think you're kind of gonna question it a lot, and the people that are there. I mean, I've never been on one before, obviously, but I'm just thinking a normal person thing to do, maybe. I don't know.
Dodgeball with her. I mean, you got to be honest about your feelings with her.
We can't let her corrupt Tim. And last night was the first time that she started raising suspicions with him in the room. And I don't think it wasn't again. We don't want that to happen again. So keep going, keep faking it, keep denying it. Keep denying it. But we do.
She's like the spawn of Satan.
Well, my freshman year I was voted most likely to walk in through the exit, and they have a picture of me seriously walking in through the exit of the library. No. There's 2,000 kids in my school. Let's say, I don't know, less than a dozen picked for something. It's not bad.
They don't give us much to talk about. We already talked about it all last night.
You talked out? I don't think so.
What?
I said you talked out?
Oh!
My character being a BITCH, I get the signal that I can go ahead and I can say whatever I feel. He says, you feel it, you say it. Don't walk around it, don't back off, give it to her.
I was voted most likely to succeed.
Wow.
And best dressed.
And best dressed.
And best dressed.
You could still win that award from this group here.
Really? I'm liking you more now.
Most likely to become. Were you liking me less, for
yes,
real?
Yes, I was.
Why?
We'll go there later, okay?
When she started snipping at me at lunch, I knew I was gonna have to do the old conflict thing, which I hate to do, but it has to be done because I'm not someone to let someone be making side comments about me and not bring it up.
Would you like to go grab a drink with me?
I need some more pets.
See everybody. I'm not moving.
I just woke up this morning just really irritated, you know?
Well, with what?
Well,
I don't want you to be irritated.
Well, this is a game, okay?
Right.
And you're just like fucking killing it. You know, you're paranoid of a lot of things and it's irritating.
I was so excited to be the first one to have some sort of conflict in the house. And it didn't surprise me that it was.
Okay, this is juicy and interesting, but I need them to knock it up a little bit. I feel like I have nothing to talk about. It needs to get more dramatic. This is not dramatic enough.
Me and Ambrosia.
You know, it's fine to question stuff, but shit, man, it's like, I just can't tell you, it's irritating.
This whole situation is very contrived for me. And
It is contrived. Do you see what we're doing? Do you see what's around us? I mean, that's...
I know, and I realized...
What did you expect?
I had no idea.
You're signing thousands of papers for what reason? You know what I mean? It's like...
I know, you're right. No, you're right.
We had to jump through fucking hoops. I can't do confrontation.
I'll back somebody up.
I feel like she's not acting. I feel like she's genuinely pissed. She's like, don't ruin this for us, even though you don't know what exactly you're ruining. Like, she's actually mad, but like she's trying to like act like she's mad about something else. But she's genuinely like expressing how pissed she is that she's finding out that it's fake.
But I'm not gonna be the one to start it.
Oh, I can't. It makes me
I'll back
really
somebody
uneasy.
up. I'll back you up any day. I'll back you up into a corner.
Definitely, Ambrosia was lighting the wick.
I don't know what is real and what's not, and it doesn't, I'm playing the game. I know I'm real, so it's like that's all that matters to me. She's looking up and down, and she looks you right in the eye. She doesn't play. She's like, are you lying to me or not?
To make your experience better and to make my experience better, I can tell you that I will ease up on that and keep it to myself if it comes up again.
I'm down with that. I truly am.
The conspiracy theorist in me will never be gone completely, but I'm here to have fun, and I'm here to have an experience, and it really doesn't matter. If there is some bigger scheme to humiliate me, then guess what? I kind of got to let go and let it happen.
Oh my god, it's literally not interesting anymore. She's figuring it out. I'm gonna become Ambrosia because what did I get?
Coming up next on Joe Schmo 2.
It's our last night.
Hold on. You went to sleep last night? No, hold on.
And later, someone's going home in the most outrageous eviction ceremony yet.
Something, and you can't get past 5 seconds without her opening her mouth. Yeah. Just play it. It's really fun. We should play it.
If you go more than 5 seconds without Ingrid speaking, you have to drink.
Hey man, so this fool tried to hypnotize me last night, right?
The night before, TJ said, you know, he was having trouble sleeping. So Bryce, the Dr. Doodle he is, decides to try to hypnotize him.
How many beers did you have last night?
4 or 5.
That's what put your ass to sleep.
Probably. I was nervous. It was a little scary. Me and Bryce had to convince Tim to basically let Bryce hypnotize Tim and I. I wanna fuck with this dude.
Yeah, let's fuck.
Because he falls for anything. He's like a little kid. So we try to get him to try it on it, see what happens.
TJ sort of brought it up, so I thought that was more natural than me trying to introduce it. So TJ just sort of brought it up. Yeah, Bryce can hypnotize people.
I was telling him how I slept really good last night. And because you hypnotized me. And he said he's had trouble sleeping too.
That's one of the easier ones.
He said it was the beers. So what do you think?
No, actually, the beers actually would make it even harder to hypnotize him. So that just means that it worked even better than I thought.
Or the beers helped him sleep.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm like, okay, you're just stop it with the voices in the head, please.
Have you ever been hypnotized?
No.
Because I was hypnotized when I was a kid.
He went to hypnotist college, remember? So he knows. He's a professional, all right? He's a professional hypnotist. You know, there actually are people that do that. I just found out like a couple days ago. There are legitimate people who have a career doing that.
It stopped me from sucking my thumb. And then...
And it worked?
How'd that go for you?
Yeah, it worked.
Okay. So me and TJ just poking a little fun at Dr. Cruiser, and he tried to hypnotize us.
All right, this is an easy one. All right, all you're gonna do is watch this, all right? Watch the end of the pin there. Okay, just look really closely at the end of the pin. You have to really concentrate. And I'm gonna start using a different voice. And you're relaxing. And we're gonna start counting backwards from 20. You can't look away.
Counting from 20 to 19, and the voice, and taking it so serious. And I'm just sitting there in my brain, I'm just like, what a douchebag.
Whenever I say the word dog paddle, you'll have to itch and scratch. You're watching the pen.
I can't fucking do this. This is some bullshit. I don't feel nothing.
Yeah.
You feel anything?
That's because you were relaxed. You should have seen both of your eyes, though, seriously.
You know what?
I can tell that you were hypnotized.
No, I hypnotized. I saw your pupils. Your pupils were, I hypnotized you. And I'm like, you're right, pal. You got me. You got me, thanks. You know, I'm gonna stop biting my nails now, too. You're the best.
It worked.
Yeah, okay. Okay. It worked. Okay.
We'll test it. We'll test it later, and then we'll see.
We'll see then.
I think Tim bought it. He just thought it was insane, I'm sure, but I think Tim totally believed that I believed I could do this.
The final ceremony, he's gonna go dog paddle, and we're gonna be like,
Oh, that was the goal. Oh, sorry, dude. That was the goal, to get him to believe that he can actually do it. I mean, like, I feel like he's giving enough I am mentally crazy to convince Tim that he believes that he can do that. Like, I don't know, like, the vibes are there. Like, he definitely, like, I don't know. I don't think they had to do that. I think he should have, like, the douchebag guy should have acted like it actually happened, like he actually got hypnotized, because that would have been funnier. That would have been more interesting for me personally.
I wouldn't ever do that. See, I can't use it for unethical purposes, like at the eviction.
well, it's like superpowers. You know, you have to use them for good.
It's not a superpower, but it's just something I learned.
Okay.
I convinced Tim to let's mess with Bryce and make him think that he hypnotized us, and let him live with that satisfaction for a minute, and then just blow the wool off, you know, blow the cover off of it, and in front of all the other people.
Every time he says it, you're gonna start.
Yeah, because no, because he said,
God, yeah.
Being open to possibilities.
All right, to be open to possibilities.
It's mine.
Ching ching.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. La 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 la.
My character wanted to test his powers and make them itch over dinner. And I think the subject was, the question going around the table was, what's the thing you would least want to do for love?
What would be your worst nightmare activity that you just wouldn't want to participate in at all?
The foot lick of love. Like, that would be gross. Toe jam on toast of love? Forget it. Like, any germs, I'm not
This
really
might be
into.
the only time I cry.
hey, man.
Maybe they'll let us go out to the pool and just dog paddle.
You didn't tell me what your views on the Iraq thing is.
So the first dog paddle came out, and I heard it, but TJ didn't hear it.
Did they ever say how they found Tim and Ingrid? They might have just, like, pulled them off the side of the street. I feel like they're regular people. Like, this is how regular people would react to stuff like this. Anyways.
So, you know, I gave one of these. I was only 2 seats away from Cruiser, and I'm trying to get TJ's attention. Like, he said it.
Don't call me
I'm sorry,
Heidi.
you started it.
My biggest nightmare?
Bryce, your turn. It's your turn, Bryce.
Two extra pieces.
For one thing you wouldn't want to do.
You have to put fish on.
I already said
I
wouldn't want a dog paddle.
Dog
You really can't swim?
No.
I thought you said
okay.
you wanted to.
Bryce got this really great sense of accomplishment from that and belief in his powers. I'll bring some fish for everybody.
Okay, you're a fish man.
Sounds great. Bryce gets this really happy look on his face because he's convinced that he is now a master hypnotist. Well, unfortunately, it did not end so well.
It works.
How's it work?
because it worked already.
How did it work? It worked already?
What are you talking about?
You were itching this earlier when I mentioned that my least favorite thing would be to do a dog paddle for love, and you were itching. Look what you're both doing.
Wait,
I'm gonna start itching. I just did.
Did he hypnotize you guys with your
Do
knowledge?
you feel itchy?
Yeah.
I do.
You guys knew that he hypnotized you. You
I don't know
said.
how that happened.
All right, here.
I know he's acting, but why do I kind of feel bad for him? I don't know. All murderer, creepy people have like sad backgrounds, you know what I mean? And same with the villains in like all movies. So stop this now because it's not nice and he will kill you if you continue to do this.
I want to be hypnotized.
Yes, listen, no, you don't want to be hypnotized. Hold up. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something. He'll tell you right now he wasn't hypnotized. Ask him.
No, I was definitely not hypnotized. And when you said dog paddle, I remember saying you were gonna itch, so we already talked about when you said you were gonna do it, we did it. We were just fucking with you, pal, sorry.
Bryce got very emotionally affected by that and very upset. And suddenly it really wasn't that funny anymore.
I'm not adamant. You put me on the defense initially when I just simply.
I told you upstairs it didn't work, and you were so like, yes, it did. You'll see.
TJ,
It worked.
it's our last
You know
night.
what? You went to
all
sleep
sitting
last
at the
night.
table.
No, hold on. You went to sleep last night. No, hold on. You went to sleep last night, and you guys were both itching each other earlier, and that's all I'm saying. But I'm not saying I'm a genius. I'm not saying that I made anybody's mind go crazy by hypnotizing them. I'm just saying it was
angry.
Because he's passionate.
Don't let him get to you. Don't let him get to you. Just let it go.
I think Bryce is a lot more sensitive than the rest of the guys. So we really have to be a little more careful about making him the butt of any jokes.
Coming up next on SCHMO 2.
I was trying to concentrate on one thing, then I got two things in my face.
And later, the most shocking eviction yet. And now it's time for another Falcon twist. Thank you, Montecor. Someone is going to get lubed up.
Is he gonna do the eagle every time or hawk? Sorry. He's gonna do the hawk thing every time because I feel like
with tanning oil. From this point forward in your adventure, you'll all have the opportunity to be playing for some fabulous trips to exotic locales. For example, today you'll be playing for 2 round-trip tickets, courtesy of Orbitz.com, to Alegro Papagayo by Occidental, which is a breathtaking, all-inclusive resort in Guanacaste, Costa Rica. All meals, drinks, and most sporting activities are included. Now, speaking of trips, gentlemen, one of you will be taking a trip in just a few hours, right off the show. For tonight, Piper will be sending one of you home in her first eviction ceremony.
Everyone now knows it's a game, and the elimination process is for real. This group that we're in right now will not be together in 3 or 4 days. Gonna be 2 people standing at the end.
The Falcon has spoken.
Oh, Jesus! Like that?
You know, the bird flying in is really the surprise. I mean, this bird is huge.
And what the trainer had never mentioned to me is that this bird is insane. There's a perch. That he's certifiably nuts and apparently suicidally depressed because during rehearsals, he would come soaring down from the top of this mountain and just bam, with the thud that
so funny. Is that why they have to keep the doors open now? He said, suicidally depressed. I don't like birds. I don't like birds. I don't know why they just kind of, they're stupid, and number 2, I don't know, they're just like always shitting on people and stuff.
that you thought the thing had to have broken its neck. It was like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. It slid down the window, hit the ground, flapped around, apparently knocked senseless.
Now I'm thinking the bird's trying to kill itself, or it's so fucking stupid that it doesn't know I've got a big piece of beef in my hand and it's supposed to land on my hand. So these windows are actually doors, glass doors. We're gonna open them up and we're gonna put Derek in the center of the doorway, and that will solve all the problems. This time it flies just past me. Now it's in the house. Now it's flying around in the house. We can't get it. Funny thing is, in the storyline, Derek and Manticore, the falcon, aren't supposed to be getting along all that well. Derek's not too keen on this bird, and that has been very easy to play because this thing's been nothing.
Bro, they need to free that hawk immediately. He obviously does not like his conditions. I'm surprised it's not just like flown away, no? Because there's like a whole mountain area back there. I don't know.
Thing but a pain in the ass ever since we started working with it.
It fell.
Thank you, Manticore. Oh, dear God. Go. Go, let go. God, I hate this bird.
But I think everybody has that fantasy about love.
Given your dating history, is that the kind of guy you would normally be attracted to?
They said no birds were harmed. It literally ran its head into a glass window. Still, they're like, they weren't harmed. I beg to differ just a little bit.
Immediately when I met him, I was like, no, because he's too attractive for me. It's not the kind of guy I would look at.
You're pretty too. I mean, I'm not saying.
Anyway, whatever. Look at your boobs,
I wasn't
man.
saying
I'm
that
sorry.
I was hot for you.
Here I am, meet Bertha and Louise.
Aw, you named them.
Like you haven't named
Amy,
yours.
I
I'm named yours. Come on.
How about Baskin Robbins?
He named them Baskin Robbins because that's where Cammie works. She's actually the head cake designer, but she doesn't scoop anymore.
We all have mental pictures of past lovers frozen in our mind. Like the way the sun reflected off her hair, or the way she crossed her legs, or the way her skin would glisten when you drizzled vegetable oil. Well, it's not important. Anyway, today you will be forming those images in Austin and Piper's minds in a game we like to call Strike a Pose. Now, one by one, I will be calling your name. You will come up to me and randomly choose an envelope from this basket. Then you will take your positions. When I say go, you will need to replicate the pose that's in that photo. The person who holds his or her pose the longest will receive 2 round-trip tickets to Allegro Papagayo by Occidental. Gerald, we will begin with you. Choose an envelope.
We wanted to make sure that Ingrid got one of the harder poses so that she would drop out, and we would award this prize, which was a trip to Costa Rica, to one of our actors.
Of course, they're doing it half naked. They need the views. They need the views. I get it. Okay, I get it. But, like, I don't know how much I'm gonna have to cut. You know what I mean? Whatever. I mean, they're all gonna be like this, so be prepared.
I just don't want number 4.
Ingrid.
All right, save the best for last, I see. That's all right.
So when it came time for me to select out of the hat, there were only 2 remaining poses, and I
said, well, guess what? Because she's gonna get number 4 because they want her to fall. I say things sometimes, and I feel like people don't understand the context behind what I say, so I'm now giving you context so that you don't think I'm just like, I don't know, psychopathic.
oh God, I just hoped I wasn't gonna get the one that Tim ended up with.
And I pulled number 4. Well, number 4 was ridiculously hard. Are you effing kidding me? Who drew this?
Keep in mind, this is for a trip to Costa Rica, all right?
I always love outside games on SCHMO because I'm usually wearing a suit that's wool, and it's about 180 degrees outside. So I'm balls deep in sweat, and I'm desperately trying to get this right.
Are you set? Go!
Oh my goodness, my boobies are gonna fall out.
Oh, no, I don't need that distraction.
I was supposed to go out first and really mess with people.
TJ is out.
I'm out.
You just stay on that one. All right. Ernie is out, everyone.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Oh, Cammy is out. Cammy is out.
You excited there?
Very excited. I'm going to Costa Rica. Cammy came, and we all know who Cammy is by now.
Like, very excited. I'm going to Costa Rica. That's so funny. That would be me.
I was trying to stay focused on one of the squares of the pool and just concentrate on one focused, just one thing. Then I got two things in my face.
I can do it. I can do it.
Baskin Robbins right there, and I just lost it. That's when I ended up in the pool.
Can we go up by them?
You want me to help you? I was able to go mess with Ingrid, trying to get in her head and trying to be, I could really be more, be overtly TJ.
Let me see. Ingrid, do you like tea? Have you ever tasted Puerto Rican tea? Have you ever seen a Puerto Rican tea bag?
I did hear TJ as he was exploring the island somewhere around my navel.
Love this beautiful blonde hair on her stomach as it glistens from the sun.
It's like peach fuzz.
I think it's beautiful. It's like peach fuzz. I would love to rub that fuzz off your peach.
She just giggled and laughed, and I got my face like right up on her boobs.
Costa Rica's like right over here. I'm not touching her. I think Costa Rica's right over here.
Oh no, I would never lick her.
It's down to two. It's down to
All right, it's two people. Who should I pick on?
The irony was not lost on me that the final two contestants were Ambrosia and I, considering the conflict that we had had earlier in the day.
She is
You're sweating.
She doesn't have to do anything. She's
just
just on her knees.
I can't do nothing.
She'll be there for 2 days.
It's okay for me to lose this one because I really don't want to set myself up as being the person that is going to win all of these events and gather any more scorn from Ambrosia.
Coming up next on SCHMO 2. Here it is stored in casks like these.
You know what I just noticed? They give them when they want the contestant to win, there's a truck outside. They give them the worst places to go, and then when they want the actors to win, they give them the best places because they're not actually going there. And I just not realized that. Also, that's the end of episode 2, season 2. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you hear the truck outside, I'm sorry. I really am. I don't know if they do this on purpose. If you can't hear it, maybe now you can. Or you just heard wind. I'm done talking now because it's actually the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next week with episode 2, season 2, finale, final of the end of the episode.